You think your friends are your biggest supporters, but here's the truth. The people closest to you might be the exact reason you're stuck, broke, and going nowhere. And the worst part, you don't even realize it's happening. If you want more eye-opening truths like this, hit that subscribe button to Growth Explained right now so you never miss the next one. You've probably heard the saying, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. That sounds motivational until you actually look at your 5 people. One of them hasn't opened a book in 3 years. Another one convinced you to skip the gym this morning. And the third, they're in your DMs right now distracting you from reading this. But there's something way worse going on. Scientists call it pure contagion. It's basically the reason bad habits spread faster than good ones. If your friends gossip, you start gossiping. If they scroll TikTok for 6 hours, you scroll for 6 hours. If they give up on their goals, guess what you're about to do? And here's the crazy part, it's not just about copying behavior. Your brain literally starts to believe that their normal is your normal. This is called the friendship paradox. It's a proven math fact that your friends are more popular than you. I know that sounds brutal, but it's true. People with more friends show up in more friend groups. So you're always comparing yourself to the loudest, most successful people in the room. Even when you're doing fine, you feel behind. Now let's talk about stress. Most people think friends calm you down. But in one lab experiment, teenagers who prepared for a stressful task with a friend actually had higher stress hormones than teens who went alone. Why? Because when you're a teenager, your friends' opinions matter more than anything. So instead of feeling supported, you feel judged. That's why drama in high school hits different than drama in your 30. Your brain isn't broken, it's just wired to care way too much about what your friends think. So what does this all mean? It means if you hang out with friends who constantly talk about problems but never solve them, you'll start doing the same thing. Scientists have a name for this too, co-rumination. It's when you and your friend just repeat the same complaints over and over with no action. You feel closer to each other because you're bonding over suffering. But you're also making each other more anxious and depressed. And toxic friends, they don't just ruin your mood, they ruin your health. Studies show that people in low-quality friendships have higher rates of heart problems, weaker immune systems, and shorter lifespans. Being around the wrong people literally shortens your life. Meanwhile, people with strong, supportive friendships live up to 50% longer. That's the same boost you'd get from quitting smoking. Your friends are either adding years to your life or stealing them. Here's the uncomfortable question. After you hang out with your friends, do you feel energized and motivated? Or do you feel drained and small? If it's the second one, your nervous system is trying to tell you something. A real friend makes you feel capable. A fake friend makes you doubt yourself every time you leave. But here's where it gets even darker. Let's say you finally realize your friends are holding you back, so you decide to cut them off and level up. Great plan, except now you're dealing with betrayal trauma. When a close friend hurts you or lets you down, your brain builds walls. You stop trusting new people. You assume everyone's gonna disappoint you. So instead of finding better friends, you just stay alone. Or worse, you go back to the same toxic people because at least they're familiar. So what do you actually do? First, audit your circle. Look at your last 30 days of texts and calls. Who made you feel better? Who made you feel worse? Be honest. If someone constantly criticizes you, manipulates you, or makes everything about them, that's not your friend. Second, add one new friend who's already living the life you want. You don't need to replace your whole group. Just add one person who normalizes better habits. If you want to work out more, find a gym friend. If you want to read more, join a book club. Small shifts in your circle create massive shifts in your life. Third, stop co-ruminating. The next time a friend complains, listen for 2 minutes, then ask, okay, so what are you going to do about it? If they don't have an answer, change the topic. You're not being rude, you're protecting your mental health. And finally, understand this. Your brain can only handle about 150 stable relationships. But your real circle, it's way smaller. You've got your inner 5, then maybe 15 close people, then 50 you actually talk to. Everyone else is just noise. So stop trying to keep up with 500 people on social media and focus on the 5 that actually matter. Because those 5, they're deciding your future right now. Your friends are either pushing you forward or pulling you down. And if you can't tell which one it is, That's your answer.